So back on Tunstall Beach, another really cold day, and fishermen up to within sea as far as the eye can see. Gonna have a walk down, or rather up the beach towards Tunstall village. I'm going to have a walk up the beach towards Tunstall, and I'm going to see if I can find any fossils on the beach. Right, so I'm walking up the beach. I'm doing my usual technique, which is walking on these amalgamations, deposits of gravel. I don't know if you can see, but we've got here, right in the middle of the screen now, Griffia or Gryphia. So I'll pick that up and I'll have a look at it. This is our fossil. It's actually got the both sides of the bivalve. It's the Mesozoic equivalent of our mussel that we consume today. When you get to be an oldie, and something that I would recommend, take yourself a stick with you. Use one of these, because you don't want to be bending down every 5 minutes to see if there's a fossil. So I use this technique, which is roll it over. So there we've got another Griffia fossil. I noticed it. It's not worth keeping, but I didn't have to bend down. All I did was use my stick. This is the type of area I tend to do my fossil hunting, on the gravel beds. Now we've got a badly worn Griffia. I usually bring a stick with me to rake around, save me bending down, being an oldie and all that. I just didn't bring one today. But although it's not spectacular, I did manage to find this, but I'll give it back to the sea. It's too badly worn to keep. Yeah, what am I looking for? I'm looking at shapes and colours and regular shapes. Like this stone here. Nice regular shape. It's not a fossil, but it caught my eye. Occasionally it is worth turning the odd rock over. Because then you might find something like that. I'm quite chuffed with that. I'll go in the pocket. It might seem quite boring. Some people just walking up and down the beach with your head down looking at the ground. But to be perfectly honest, it's all down to what you want to do. Now there's something. Ammonite, Jurassic, needs a bit of a clean up, but it should look alright. Now you can't come to the beach and expect to find hundreds of fossils. It doesn't work like that. Most of the things you'll find are fragments. A lot of them badly worn. You can usually tell by the shape what they are, like the ammonite, the gryphea or devil's toenail. Pretty obvious what they are. But then, amongst that lot, you find the occasional gem. So we can't expect to find the perfect fossil each time we go out. As the sea churns everything over, saves you going through the piles of shingle, because each tide does it for you. I'm getting back to where I started out from, so the fossils are getting less frequent as more people have come down onto the beach and had a search through this. What we have here on Tunstall Beach is the remains of the mere. The piece of wood you can see in front of me is part of an original forest which grew in this area. It's now really spongy. The latest theory that I've read about is that during an exceptional high tide during the Bronze Age, the mere was inundated and completely covered with sand and debris. So we've got this particular large piece of wood. There's several dotted about, and then I'll show you in a few minutes some smaller pieces which are still there. So this is gradually being scoured away, but yes, it used to be the base of a freshwater mere, very much like Hornsey Mere, although I don't know whether it was on such a scale. You can see where it disappears under the clay, so we know it is original and not being buried. It's, as I said, it's like a piece of sponge and you can just make out, if you look very close, you can see the rings on the end of this piece of wood. So with dendro dating, we could get the exact date for it. I'm going to have a couple of minutes, see if I can find any fossils in these rocks. I've got an anvil stone ready and a couple of likely stones off the beach. I'll crack them open and see what happens. Just a bit of shale. I can't see anything in that. Nah, nothing. Right, let's try this big beastie. There's a lot of shells in that. Probably too many to get anything decent out of it. Let's give it a... Yeah. It's actually come off quite nice. Don't know whether you can see that. It's come out quite nice. Might be able to identify that. What's this one got? A few shells. Ooh, a bit small, but it's quite a nice one there. Anyway, I can see that in the middle of the screen. Really quite a nice bivalve. Hoping I can identify that as well. And the last one. Oh, wow. That's nice. The problem with this stuff is the shells are so tightly packed. You've got to cleave them just right. And if you don't, then you just end up with lots of broken stuff, which it is quite difficult. But two or three nice fossils here. I've got this fossil here. So unfortunately it's the inside of the shell, but I can still probably find something about it.
And this one here, I can clean it up and identify that.